Carolina. As we get ready for this interconference contest here at the Time Warner Cable Arena, it's Wednesday night basketball. Changes for Charlotte. Love's check in for Jefferson. Cody Zeller comes in for Williams. And it's Kid Gilchrist in for Lee. And the Warriors also making a change. Spates checked in for Andrew Bogut. Setting the floor for the Warriors. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green of the forward set. And it's Spates in at the 5 down low. It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the finals. Impressive work.
Spates sets a screen. On its way from Curry for 2. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Curry's got his second bucket of the game to go. And here's Walker. A 14-point game for him in the win against Milwaukee. Excellent use of the screen that time. Walker's got 6.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Spates. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It goes on Cody Zeller.
And Maurice Spates last season was the best year of his career. I mean, he shot the cover off the ball and did a nice job on the boards as well.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Walker. Then for the Warriors, Anderson Varejau's checked in for Green. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Rick, you were just talking about Mo Spates. Clark, he has a great mid-range jump shot.
He does, and they actually call him Mo Bucket. But he actually played so well last season, they even threw in Mo VP from time to time.
Now the dish to Thompson. There is Zhao, passes to Thompson. That's short off the rim.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
Love goes in. Here's Zeller. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
After making it to the playoffs in 2014, the Hornets couldn't repeat the feat in 2015. A slow start probably, Greg, more than anything else did him in.
Really disappointing season coming in with such high expectations, and 33-49, just not good enough to get into the playoffs in any season.
That's good. Love's got 5 now.
You know what, didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Varejao. No good off the front iron. And it's the Hornets ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Love. In the corner, it's Lin. Back to Love. Here's Zeller. With 1 on the clock, and it's Love laying it in. Love's got his 3rd basket of the night. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Hornets lead by 7. 2K Sports back in a moment here at the Time Warner Cable Arena in Charlotte. And here's Freak on his experience as a one-and-done college player.
It was definitely a hard decision. I had to sit down with my family and
Now with more and more freshmen, Clark making Love check in for Charlotte. Golden State also making some changes. Spates comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Thompson in for Sean Livingston. Love in at center. Lee out there with Kemba Walker. Then there's Batum, and it's Williams at the power forward position. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Curry dishes to Green. Thompson for the triple. And the shot is good. Thompson's got 7 points in the game.
Boy, it doesn't get much better than that. Curry with a really nice screen. Well, you know, last season Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
Back to Batum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Love. Can't get it to go. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
Greg, Steve Kerr did win over the locker room in a hurry last season. They had finished a successful run under Mark Jackson. Winning accelerates everything. They certainly bought into it.
They really did. And people don't often appreciate how difficult it is to come into a situation where expectations are that high. But he also went out of his way to empower his players and really... Give them some accountability. Didn't try to hide anyone on defense and played to the strengths of his team on the offensive end.
Curry kicks to Spates. Out to Thompson. Green, the screen. Thompson passes to Green. And the rejection by Love. And here comes Walker, leading the fast break. Tries again. And Love finishes off inside. Love's got 4 points now in the quarter. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Hornets?
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And it doesn't look like they'll be giving up on any plays tonight either. Their offensive rebounding has also been equally as impressive.
Charlotte leading by 7. And Walker kicks to Love. A fadeaway. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got 3 rebounds now in this one. To the left side wing. Lets the 3 fly. Hornets with the rebound. They put up a nice win against the... Bucks the last time out.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game. You know, the teardrop sometimes is one of those, oh no, oh yeah, shots.
And Thompson kicks to Spates. Good D from Love.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And we've finished one half of basketball. Hornets ahead, leading by 9. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Guys, I'm here with Stephen Curry. And Steph, Coach made a point of stating how important the physical...
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Varejao comes in for Draymond Green. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Curry. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, on the wing, Thompson and Iguodala. Maurice Spates out there with Anderson Varejao. And it's Livingston in at point guard. Varejao can't hit.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And for Varejao, his wild hair and frenetic style thing. I mean, diving for loose balls, taking charges. But that energy and enthusiasm may be unsurpassed really by any other player in our league.
Charlotte leading by 6. Love with the screen on Thompson. Lynn dishes to Love. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And now a chance to check out Klay Thompson. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. He's averaging 28 points, 3 assists, and 4 rebounds. He has been at his most dynamic, no question about it, a real handful.
Well, he's operating at the highest level right now, one of the truly elite talents in the NBA.
You can point to any number of things, Clark. The Warriors did well last year. Their play on the road being one of them.
Well, the Warriors were exactly road warriors all season long, partner. Hit the ground running and finished with the league best 28 road wins.
And for the Warriors, they would go on several road trips undefeated last season. Still, the only time they looked vulnerable were games on the road.
And you know, with the Warriors on the road, they would occasionally dig a hole they couldn't get out of. Still, hard to critique a team that was so dominant in every facet of the game last season, even on the road.
And Charlotte had a lot of momentum going into last season off that playoff appearance. But they just stumbled out of the gates last season and spent the whole year playing catch-up. And then they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Now the Warriors moving it up. There's the foul. It's on Jeremy Lamb. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
And the Warriors making a change here. Green's checked in. Misses off the left iron. And for the Hornets, they seemed to get back on track last January, but they faded Clark quickly after that and were too far behind to make up room and get in the playoffs.
And, you know, they had a rash of injuries, Kevin, and that really did them in. All in all, was a season that just didn't have any traction for them because of the injuries.
Green with a screen on Lynn. Livingston passes to Spates. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Freak. So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is G8, their point differential.
You know, to be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing. He feeds it to Zeller. Clock at 6. Over in the corner, Lamb. 18 feet out. Love, no luck.
For the last shot.
To me, that's got to be the target. Make sure you manage the clock effectively so you do get the last shot.
Thompson, left side. And he gets it to go. Thompson's got 12 points in just the second half. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The 4th quarter of action getting started. Freak comes in for Al Jefferson. And it's Kid Gilchrist in for Nicholas Batum. Then for the Warriors, Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Thompson. Kid Gilchrist and Williams are at the forward spots. Kemba Walker is out there with Lee. And it's Love in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the Hornets 5. And it's Walker penetrating. On the wing, Williams, covered by Bogut. Love kicks to Williams, takes it from 10. That falls. Great assist by Love. 10 points for Williams.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris
Patience.
Hi, Kevin.
Taking
Steve
early
Kerr
threes
was
is
just
leading
going
to
over
long
the plan with
rebounds,
his
which
team.
equal to transition
He
points.
is not happy with the sloppy play offensively, saying, listen, let's make the simple play. Take care of the basketball. We can't afford to waste any possessions. Guys, can they clean it up?
1:37 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Kid Gilchrist dishes to Walker. Walker gets a screen from Love. Shot's good by Walker. Walker's got the lead up to 9 now for the Hornets.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here's Bogut, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Thompson against Walker. It's a pick by Love. Walker goes in, 11 feet away. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And the Hornets lead by 9.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown, finishing strong.
And there's Green on the assist by Curry.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Love with the screen on Curry. Curry against Lee. And it's Love penetrating. Love with the screen for Walker. 6 to shoot. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Hard to block, no matter who's defending.
Spates sets a screen. Livingston passes to Thompson. Goes up to the stripe. And play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
Yeah, a bit over eager right there. Left his feet too early.
Yeah, and if you're already boxed out like he was, just back up. Because if you don't, you're going to get called for the over the back foul every time.
So he gets them both. Here's Lynn. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and so the Hornets can now just hold on to the ball. Varejao against Love. Zeller, a screen on Varejao. Love kicks to Zeller. Out left to the wing. Pulls up. No good. And so it's Charlotte with the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but Clark in the end, everyone's...